Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 15th through the 21st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. What do we got? The overall energy for the reading, the Emperor. Well, I like to see that because that's you standing in your power there. Kind of really making shit happen and stuff. So that's a pretty cool energy. In the recent past, the Strength card, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. That's the part in which you struggle. Like, how do we get something going here? How do we make it happen? Like, I feel like maybe you've been met with challenges there, or a lot of the challenges there is you kind of overthinking things, you know? I'm sure there's been other stuff to it too, but like a big chunk of what's stopping you to just go ahead and start something here is the overthinking aspect. And I feel like eventually you did initiate something there, start something there, but it was quite challenging to put it all together and get it going. Now, in the current situation, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Star. Now you're kind of in the middle of it. You're working on it. Whatever it is that you set your mind to over there in the past, you just needed to start it, which you did eventually. Now you're working on it. You're there with it. You're invested. There's still a sense of excitement over it, you know, so you're with it. You're in the middle of it all. Okay. In the immediate future, the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. You're cutting something out. And you're coming through quite strong and clear about it. Like, this needs to go. Okay. Let's clarify. Let us clarify. Let's do the Emperor. The Eight of Cups, the Sun, the Hierophant. Okay. Okay, so in your energy, pretty much, you're showing up pretty much okay. You know, balanced, stable, again, in that sense of getting shit done and stuff like that. Whatever this is that's showing up in the immediate future, you're already starting to feel the disconnection from it. I'm not feeling it anymore. Like, it was good for what it was, but I'm starting to really not feel it anymore. Okay. Let me do the Strength card. For the Strength card, you get the Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Six of Wands. There was definitely a chance for a brand new beginning here with something. Man, I was struggling. Why was it? Because I see you hanging on tightly to a particular energy. But I'm not sure if you took that as that energy, if you took it as this is going to help me for what I need to start over or start something fresh here, or it's going to prevent me from starting something. I'm not sure how you took it eventually. Initially, I see you taking it as I'm not letting this go. You know? I found it, I'm not letting it go. But then I'm not sure what you turned it into. Like, what did it turn into for you? Did it turn into an obstacle or did it turn into an asset? I don't know. Let me do the Eight of Swords in the recent past. The Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Five of Pentacles. Man, there's so much going on there. There's so much, there's overwhelming fear that takes over. And I see you right there in the middle of it all, trying to keep it steady, being like, no. This fear is not going to take over. I'm not going to allow for it to take over. It took over. It took over. Okay, so that's, as much as that seemed like an asset initially, I feel like it turned into not even an obstacle, like worse than an obstacle, like the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Because the fear was over whatever that was. The fear of loss, the fear of abandonment from that, I don't know. But the fear definitely took over, in the sense of you're doomed. You think that you will lose this and then all hell will break loose. So I'm not sure what you did with, okay, you moved on because the fear was too much. It was taken over, and it's like, I can't afford losing this because I will be destroyed. So I'm assuming when the fear takes over and we've convinced ourselves that we're gonna lose something based off of our fear of it, we're gonna do everything in our power to push that away, whatever that is that brings up that fear for us. There's two options there. One, we push that away, or we start shifting our perception over it and we see it like a little monster with, sharp white teeth that's coming to harm us. Or we look into our fear. Where is it coming from? I don't see you looking into your fear. I don't see you necessarily turning them into a little monster, which you might have. You might have, because it might have made things easier here. I do see you moving on, starting over from scratch, away from this, where this is no longer in your life. It's the problem with this is that if this goddamn devil energy wasn't in there, I would be like, okay, that worked for you at that moment in time, so it was good. The problem is it wasn't, because the devil is there. So the bigger problem is that you probably didn't even stop for a second to look into where this fear is coming from, because this is something for you to look into. It's not about, but they brought it up for me. Why? Because they existed, and that the meaning over them was so big that your fear took over completely. You know what I mean? So that's my concern here in this experience. So I see you moving on eventually, being like, this is the best thing for me. And while you believe that, I still see that goddamn energy of the devil in the middle of it all. So I'm like, I'm not sure if that was the best thing for you, but not in the sense of moving on, or that's a choice ultimately, right? Again, my biggest concern is that you didn't look into what this experience was trying to reveal for you. And it was how your own fears took over and made the decisions for you moving forward. You know what I mean? For the Page of Wands, in the current situation, you get the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Ugh. Okay, there's some ups and downs here. You're definitely working on something here, which again kind of carries you through with quite the excitement. Then there's clarity. So you got some good things going for you as you work on something here. You also have a lot of commotion around you. There's a lot of conflict. Now, I'm not sure if that's people just bitching about you or whatever, gossiping or whatever the hell. It is around you. And I think to some extent you are aware of it. But I'm not seeing it, deterring you. I'm still seeing you being like, I'm just going to do my thing. For the Seven of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you just want to make something happen here, create something nice for you that you can share with others. I'm not sure if there's someone in particular that you're pointing at here, in the sense of, with them in particular, or with them as an overall. I just want to share this energy with others. Whatever I'm doing here, I want to put it out there in the world. I don't get a sense of directness here with this one, so I feel like we're talking more of a general idea of whatever you're working on, what you want to share with the world, with others. For the Star, in the current situation, you get the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Basically, whatever you're involved in contributes to your growth, your own personal growth, and I do see nice results here. I do see you achieving exactly that. I see progress here. I see all sorts of good things. The only thing that's a little concerning is the commotion that is surrounding you, because that means that's in your environment or close enough, and that's not pleasant. And when there's commotion in the environment, there should be some sort of a commotion internally too. But I'm not seeing that, the internal part. For the Hierophant in the immediate future, you get the 10 of Cups, the Judgment card, the 7 of Wands. Oh man, you're showing up something like, okay, energetically speaking, there's something that shows up with quite the significance for you, and you're saying, I know exactly what I need to do here. Physically speaking, you're feeling all of that, and you're rejecting it with all your might. You're like, okay, no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. It's like, okay, but that's what you feel. Yeah, but no. Okay, let me do the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, the 5 of Cups. Ooh, somebody wants to open up a can of worms. Is it you? That's what you don't want to do? Get the can opener? Or, you know, you can't find the can opener, huh? Like, I don't know where I put it. You know? It's at the bottom of the drawer there, but I can't find it. Okay, yeah, somebody wants to open up a door from the past here. I don't know if it's you or somebody else, but it's definitely something that's been dead and buried, and it's wanting to come back up to the surface. Let me do the Ace of Swords. I think you found the can opener. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you find it. But after, I don't know, maybe a few months or something. So as this is kind of revealing itself as a full-on energy of, very clear energy of something, you're like, nope. And then pretending you can't find the can opener for something, it does open up a few months later, potentially, and then you're kind of all upset that you couldn't find the can opener to begin with, and it took so long for you to find it. Almost like looking at this as lost time. It's not lost time. There was a reason why you looked for the can opener with your eyes wide shut. There was a reason. So there's, it's not that, but I can understand why you're upset with yourself, but there's absolutely no sense in you being upset with yourself. Everything happens for a reason and within divine timing, even the fucking can opener. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Page of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. Yeah, you're already kind of on that path of, I kind of want to go look for that can opener. But nope, I don't have time, or I'm not going to do it, or, So you're already in that stage, in that, who's going to open up this can? But yeah, you keep on pushing yourself away from it or disconnecting from it pretty fast. The minute you have that temptation to just go and look for that can opener, you stop yourself. I don't know, you go do something, you play with the cats, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not gonna go. And then the next day comes in again, I want to go. No, there's some tea to be made or something. I don't know. But anyways, interesting. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.